attempted to film this video a couple of times and it's just not something that I've felt good about before. So I'm gonna try it again. So my first trimester, I found out I was pregnant when I was like partying with my friend. It was her 30th birthday and we were going all out. We had like a hotel, I was doing nails, like it was just the whole thing. And when I tell you that my fun was like abruptly stopped, like this child would not let me drink, do anything. Like I was sick as a dog and I was like, what is going on? So bad that I was like vomiting and I had nothing in my stomach. So my friend's husband was like, you're pregnant. Like I've seen this all before. And so we went. I have like an extremely bad runny nose as a part of my pregnancy, like from the beginning. So anyways, they went to the store, they brought me back a test, I took it. I took an analog and a digital, and I took the digital first because I've been pregnant before, so I wanted to make sure, like, I took that one because it takes the full 3 minutes, and then I did the analog. The analog told me I was pregnant almost immediately. And then the digital one took a couple seconds and it also said I was pregnant. So that was 2 for 2. I freaked out. I called the father. We are not in an exclusive relationship right now. We weren't when I found out I was pregnant. We're dating. We're still in the getting to know each other phase. It kind of just happened, you know, quarantine baby. So yeah, I ended up keeping the baby. I like really wanted a baby. I've been wanting a baby for a while. If you've ever seen my previous YouTube videos, which I like don't manage that channel, so I'm unable to like log in and delete those videos from like a couple years ago. So if you find them, whatever, that was a different time and phase of my life. But I had a miscarriage. It was really traumatic. Me and that person are no longer together. So this pregnancy was like a gift, I felt, because it wasn't when I wanted it. It wasn't, I mean, not that I didn't want it. I want to say it like that. It wasn't when I was planning for it. And it wasn't with somebody that I was like, we're gonna have a baby together and we're gonna like have a family. Like we weren't even in that place in our like relationship. It just kind of happened and I took it as a gift. So this is my rainbow baby. I'm extremely happy about it and no regrets. So I just wanted to I've been wanting to do a video or videos vlogging my pregnancy, and my life has just been extremely chaotic, like crazy chaos. Yeah, I've just been going through a lot. There's been a lot of change, a lot of personal growth and just things that I've had to go through that I was like slowly doing. But when you're pregnant, it's like you gotta lock it up and get it ready because a whole child is coming. And so it kind of I was in shock for like a few weeks, and then I've been getting it together. And like I said, I got a promotion, I moved, things were changing. So my first trimester, I was super sick the entire time, which made a lot of frustration for me because I was trying to get a promotion and there was like all these things going on and I couldn't be like, oh, I'm violently ill because I'm pregnant. I didn't have COVID. And so I like went to the doctor and I got like, I actually had the flu. So I was able to like put it off on the flu, and I wasn't trying to tell people that I was pregnant because sometimes that hinders you. And then I secured the position, and then naturally the progression was to then move and then like do other things. And so I'm now in Houston. So the first trimester I spent sick, ill. Like the first 6 to 8 weeks, I was just miserable. I didn't find out until I was about 5 weeks pregnant. And that is crazy awesome because I, at the time, was experiencing like irregular periods ever since my miscarriage. I've had like my cycle's been a little off, and sometimes I'd go like weeks without getting my period. And so at first I wasn't thrown off by it. I was about a week and a half late, but then when I got sick and I was late, I was like, you know, this might be it. And it was. I didn't like breakfast food. I like waffles and stuff like that, but like eggs and bacon, like the smell of eggs and bacon together was just disgusting to me. Anything with meat or protein that was like heavy in meat and protein that was like an actual meat or like an animal byproduct was like making my stomach turn. It's crazy. Like I love tuna, I couldn't eat tuna. Like I don't even think you can have tuna. I don't know, but I couldn't have nothing, no meat. I had my first ultrasound at 8 weeks. I was drinking a lot of juice and eating a lot of salad during that time and a lot of fruit. And so I was like super hyper worried that my blood sugar was gonna be like really, really high because of all the sugar. So I started around 8 weeks, I started drinking a lot of water to like balance out the amount of juice that I crave, because I crave a lot of juice. I probably drink like 1 to 2 like cups of juice a day. Yeah, you gotta like, you can't do too much sugar. And then I had my second ultrasound at 12 weeks, and my cat is playing in boxes because I just moved and I have boxes everywhere and she loves them. I just got her and I got this apartment and she loves like boxes. So it's like the cheapest thing for her to play with right now until I get her a cat tower. I think even with her cat tower, she'll love boxes. She has toys and she chooses boxes every time. It's whatever. So I had 2 ultrasounds so far. And then the last ultrasound that I had was like they basically just looked at it wasn't the anatomy scan, it was like the one before the anatomy scan. So they just like look at the baby, make sure there's no Down syndrome or anything. I did all the genetic testing, blood tests and stuff, and everything came back good. Like I said, I had a miscarriage before, and that was a high-risk pregnancy, and it was really stressful. So I was working very hard to make sure that this one didn't go that way. So second trimester, my food like cravings came back. So like I actually like my appetite came back. I was able to eat hot food. I wanted burgers, I wanted steak, but I wasn't eating steak. I wanted pizza. Peanut butter came back. I hated peanut butter my first trimester. It tastes like straight dirt, which really messed me up because I love peanut butter. I add it to my shakes, like almond butter. Almond butter tastes like grit. Like it was weird. But now I can eat PB&Js again. I love apples. I have an apple in there for a snack I'm gonna eat with caramel later, and I cannot wait. Apples and caramel, the little applesauce packets are great snacks, especially for like the middle of the night when you wake up starving for no reason and thirsty. You can like the applesauce and then a bottle, like a whole bottle of water and applesauce, like almost every single night in the middle of the night. Apples also keep you regular, so fiber is really good for your diet if you're pregnant and you're constipated. I know that's like, but this is a pregnancy vlog. Strawberries and limes. So naturally that progressed to strawberry limeades, but I've only allowed myself to have, I think 2 strawberry limeades this whole second trimester, because I try not to get, I was like when my food appetite came back, I was like, oh, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. And I went to Chick-fil-A like every day for lunch for like 4 days in a row. And I was like, this is crazy. Then I was like, oh, because like with steak, you can have steak, it just has to have an internal temperature, so it has to be medium well, but it can still be kind of pink, but brown, not pink and red, pink and brown. It's really, really, really important. I think the temperature has to be like 165. So anyways, I called Outback, I talked to them, they were like, yeah, you can do it, it just has to be like this, they confirmed it, whatever. So I went on a steak binge for like a week, and I had steak like 3 times, which is crazy because no one should be eating that much steak, but I was craving it, and I hadn't had meat in months. So it's like almost like I was like consuming meat at a crazy rate. So I've like really slowed down on meat again because I just can't, my body doesn't really like it, to be honest. So, but yeah, strawberries and limes. So I can eat fresh strawberries and I can eat limes like an orange. It is so weird, like weirdest shit ever, but I love it. At 18 weeks, I started to feel pregnant. I know that sounds weird, but like pregnancy symptoms and feeling pregnant is like two different things. Like symptoms is like literally what it sounds like. It's like you're sick and these things are happening and you don't really have control, and it is what it is, and this is because you're pregnant. These are signs saying that you're pregnant. But 18 weeks is when I started to feel pregnant. My stomach popped probably around 16 weeks, but I just had felt bloated for so long, and then I was eating meat, so I just like felt like I was bloated. It was around the 18th week where it started to like feel like hard and round instead of just like I'm kind of chunky. I've always had like a little bit of a fupa, even at my smallest size. I've had like a tummy, so it wasn't necessarily that, oh, I have a stomach now. It was more like, oh, I have a stomach and it's protruding now. Like my stomach is sticking out and I can't hide it. So that was different for me. I also could like feel the baby moving but not kicking, if that makes sense. Like there'd be times where I'd have to go to the bathroom and it would be because I could feel like a roll inside. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you're in the water and someone like pushes water, or they're like trying to get water away from them or towards you, or they're swimming away from you, basically. That feeling that you get, that pressure from the water, and this sounds crazy, but like that's what I felt in my stomach. I felt like a wave in my tummy from like up to down, like almost like pressed, like rolling onto my bladder. Let me tell you, when that happened, I was like, what the fuck? Like I sat up and I was just like, what is this? And so it was so fucking weird. So I ended up like getting up and going to the bathroom, and I had to pee, and it was really strange. And I was like, okay, was that the baby? That had to be the baby. And then it happened like 2 more times. So I was like, okay, that's the baby. But I still hadn't felt like kicks. It wasn't until like about a week and a half later, so maybe halfway through my 19 weeks, that I felt the baby kick. It was so crazy. Like it was just the craziest. I wish that I'm getting better at documenting things, but at the time, like I wasn't focused on keeping things documented. I didn't have, I should say, my words, I didn't have the foresight at the time to be like, oh, let me record my reaction, because that would have been awesome. But I was just so emotional. Like with my first baby, when I had my miscarriage and I lost my baby, I didn't have that experience. I didn't feel the baby. I never really fully got to experience the heartbeat in like a healthy way. It was a very traumatic experience. So this one is like, my cat is literally being a psycho right now. I don't know what she's doing. It's a screw and she thinks it's a bug. Anyways, it was beautiful, and I cried and I had a moment, and I texted the father and I was like, oh, our baby just moved, and it was just really, really, really emotional. And now I feel my baby move a lot. Not like right now. There's like, I can tell that the baby's sleeping because I don't feel anything. And then when the baby's awake, I can tell because I just feel, and people say flutters and you're like, what the hell is a flutter? Until you feel it. And you're like, that is a flutter. It's like I can use another analogy, like motion. It's like wind. Like if you've ever been around birds and birds like go to take off, that gust, like I'm sounding ignorant, but like in the water, you know, when you feel that wave, that pressure, it's like in your stomach. It's a contained wave inside of your body, and you can just feel it. They call them like twinges and flutters, and but yeah, you can like feel the baby moving, and it's so crazy. When I eat certain things like ice cream or something cold, hold on, we're learning a lesson. She knows she's not supposed to be up here. I don't play with her walking on my desk. She hates that. Just gonna say that out loud. She hates it. But yeah, I felt him. I felt the baby, and I just thought it was, I don't know, feeling your baby move inside of you is beautiful. And my boobs have been hurting the entire time. Like boob pain has been like one of the first symptoms. that hit me besides being nauseous was boob pain. My boobs have been growing. I have like a small chest, and now I have like a medium to large chest, and it's literally getting bigger all of the time. I'm constantly outgrowing bras, so I've gotten to the point where like now all I buy are like support like sports bras basically, but like not sports bras because sports bras are too tight. I guess they're like leisure bras that you would wear to bed or whatever. I don't know. I find them in the bra section. They don't have any wire. They're very, very comfortable. They're like barely their bras, like literally just enough. Ow, that kind of hurt. Just enough to like hold them up. It's enough to give me some support so that they're not hurting constantly from like swinging around. And then they can hold. I have like these like ice pack things. I'm gonna go over like essentials for being pregnant, like what you need, what you really need, because I am frugal, so I don't just buy anything that people say I need. I buy the things that I think I really need. So I'm gonna make a video about that, showing you guys what has been helping me get through the pregnancy, like products wise. But those ice packs, they fit really nicely in these bras because they stretch, so that's been nice. In my second trimester, my boobs hurt a lot worse than they did in the first one. In the first one, they were just sore all the time. This one, they throb. Like sometimes it's like they're hot because they hurt so bad. That's how I know they're growing. I've started getting like, I've always had stretch marks. My body grew fast when I was little, so I've always had stretch marks like on my butt and on my stomach. I've gone up and down in weight throughout my life, so stretch marks isn't something that I'm super insecure about, but I will say that I'm starting to get them on my chest, like right here really bad. And my mom and my grandma have those. My mom's aren't terrible, my grandma's aren't terrible, but I think when they were pregnant, they were like really deep. Genetically, I just think that some things you can't get away from, and then some things maybe you heal better from. I know that my whole life I've healed from scars a lot nicer than my mom has. So I'm hoping that plays a role in, I'm hoping that plays a role in my recovery like postpartum. I will say like the indigestion has been really annoying, like heartburn, indigestion, because I'm a hot food eater and I've never had indigestion or heartburn before. So being pregnant has caused me to have that, which acid reflux is like a part of being pregnant. Also, I have, what was my other one? That I'm eating a whole lot. My feet are swelling. I'm not even in the third trimester, but my feet and my hands and my legs swell. I think it's because I don't move around enough. So I have like, I talked to my person and him and I are gonna start like working out more. He's already started, but it's just like really hard around my work schedule. I have to go in the morning and I'm so tired. So it's like, I just gotta figure it out. I'm tired of thinking about it, but I gotta figure it out and make it happen because I need to move around more. There's this thing that happens, like your blood volume increases because obviously you're growing a whole person, well, a little baby person. But basically like what happens is like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and my hands are numb, and then I move around or I put pressure on them and then I can start to feel the blood rush like back. And then my feet, like I need to get an ottoman because when I moved in I had like literally a bedroom worth of things. So now I need to like get a living room and like, you know, a couple of things. And I need to put my feet up more. So I end up in bed a lot because I put my feet up a lot. So yeah, I'm tired all the time. I wake up tired, I go to bed, I sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, I'm tired. If I sleep 6 hours, I'm tired. It doesn't matter, I'm tired all the time. I'm hot all the time. My body temperature is so hot. Like if my apartment is higher than 70 degrees, I'm hot. I like to wear sweaters, so I try to keep it cold. But like this outfit is shorts and sweater, so it's like it doesn't even matter. It's like long sleeve, and then the shorts are shorts, but it's like a sweater material. So my house is probably extra cold today just because I have this outfit on. But it doesn't even matter if I have like regular shorts on and a regular t-shirt on, I'm sweating. So I've made it my business to just literally make sure my environment is cold. Right now I am 21 weeks. I'm almost 22 weeks. This first trimester into the second trimester is really just about weeks 6 through 20 is really all I wrote down. The last week has been like new stuff, so I'll add that into the next video. But I just wanted to create this video because I've seen a lot of women share their vlogs online about their pregnancies, and I had like, you know, I'm not the only one, you know, it's 1 in 4, I think 1 in 4 women have miscarriage, so it's common. What I went through was common. What caused it wasn't necessarily common, but like what I went through is common. And nobody, I wouldn't say nobody because YouTube's a big environment, so I'm sure if you search for it, it's in there. But like, it's not something that people like to talk about, is what I should say. It's not something that people enjoy, and I don't necessarily enjoy it either, but it happened. And it's what's making this pregnancy so special. So I'll do a video on that, like my past story or whatever. And like I said, I'll do like an essentials, like pregnancy essentials video for you guys. So if you're interested in pregnancy vlogs or lifestyle vlogs, and I also, like, I'm a cosmetologist. I'm not doing that right now because could you imagine standing on your feet for hours and hours and hours, or even doing nails for hours and hours and hours and being pregnant? Oh my God, no, not if I don't have to. And in the meantime, I'm working on things, but yeah, my focus right now is just to stay really healthy, stay COVID free, and have a healthy baby. So once I've done that, then I can get into some other things. But yeah, I'm working on a schedule. So once I get everything figured out, I'll post a schedule. I'm extremely active on Twitter, and I'm getting better at being active on Instagram. So I will be posting there. If you want to interact with me or talk to me, Twitter's the best way. It's almost better than texting because I love Twitter. But yeah, so yeah, once I get my apartment decor situated, my videos will improve, I promise. But yeah, that's also something that I want to cover on this channel, is like home decor. That's part of lifestyle, DIY, things like that. So if you're interested in those things, please subscribe. And thank you for watching my video.